Welcome back, everyone. I'm concluding my Week 1 NFL previews. This preview for the game between the San Diego Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. This game will take place in Arizona. To me, these two teams very evenly matched. San Diego, starts with Phillip Rivers. A comeback season for him last year. When you combine the emergence of Ryan Matthews with the coming on board of Keenan Allen as a rookie and Mike McCoy at head coach, I think those all sort of combined, and better offensive line play than anyone thought last year. Those combined to have the Chargers be one of the better stories in the NFL. They made the playoffs, won a playoff game. They look to build on that now. I think the offense will even be a shade better because they're going to go a little bit more up-tempo and give Phillip Rivers even more responsibility at the line of scrimmage to be able to call audibles and check into different plays, something I think he's going to be very good at, okay? When you look at the defensive side of the ball is where the questions lie to me with the Chargers. Now, they showed flashes of brilliance last year, but they also had some games in which they struggled. Do we get an improved Chargers defensive unit, or do we get the same inconsistent one we got last year? The good thing for the Chargers is, though, the defense has a down game. The offense has the ability to bail them out, as they did in several cases last season. You look over now at the Cardinals. To me, that defense has a lot to prove this year. Why do I say that? They were under the radar, much like the Chargers offense, a very good defense last year. But when you have no Carlos Dansby, you have no Darrell Washington, and you have no Darnell Dockett, now you're depending on guys to step in and produce at their level. And, while the back end of that Cardinals defense is very good, okay, maybe one of, if not one of the best secondaries in the NFL, how does that front seven respond? Can they get after Phillip Rivers and disrupt his timing? Because Rivers is at the point in his career, nearly 70% completion percentage last year. If you don't disrupt his timing, he'll shred you. And there's not many guys in the NFL that will do that repeatedly time and time again. But to me, Phillip Rivers is one of those guys. So that play of the Arizona defense, the health of Andre Ellington, I think, is going to be a factor here as well. He's going to be a game-time decision. So they're not even sure as of now, this is about 5 or 6 hours before the game, if Ellington will play. I think the Cardinals will definitely be able to put some points on the board. When you look at Carson Palmer and his weapons on the outside, most notably Michael Floyd and Larry Fitzgerald. So I think the Cardinals will be able to put points on the board, as do I think the Chargers will as well. Because, look, the Cardinals have a very good secondary, like I said before. But if they're not able to get pressure on the quarterback, and most notably, if they're not able to stop the run at the level they were last year, I could see Ryan Matthews having a good game and that opening it up for Phillip Rivers to really pick that secondary apart. Again, I think this game is going to go right down to the wire. I think this is the most evenly matched game maybe of the entire weekend. In this one, I like that the Chargers team. I like them because, look, I think that Rivers is going to have a big day and a big season. And until I see these new guys for the Arizona Cardinals, specifically on the defensive side of the ball, taking the place of Darrell Washington, Dansby, and, of course, Dockett, until I see them perform, I'm going to give the upper hand to a team like the Chargers. Even though last year Arizona won more regular season games, I think the Chargers this year, as of right now, okay, with the personnel the way it is, are the better team. So I like the Chargers plus the 2.5 and to win outright on the road. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. Be sure to subscribe. I preview every game every week, always talking the news of the day in the NFL. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.